Recently, the government have announced their timescale and timeframe for the prohibition of the use and holding of lead shotgun and rifle ammunition in England, Wales and Scotland. Unfortunately, this falls short of the Health and Safety Executive's recommendation of a 5-year transition period. The government have decided to go for a 3-year transition period, with legislation passing sometime in summer of 2026, meaning that the prohibition ban comes in sometime in 2029, although none of these dates have been confirmed and we're yet to see what the actual legislation says. The legislation hasn't been before Parliament yet, so the 3-year date hasn't started. The legislation is expected to be passed before Parliament in the summer of 2026, and until that's passed, the 3-year date does not start. So it's 3 years from the day after the legislation is passed in Parliament. So what does this mean for us as shooters? Well, what it means is once the legislation is passed through Parliament and then 3-year transition period expires, we will no longer be able to use, store or fire lead shotgun cartridges or lead metallic ammunition other than with certain derogations that will be laid out in the legislation. Those derogations include Olympic shooters for clays will still be able to use a limited amount of cartridges at specific clay grounds where the lead can be removed from the ground. Rifle ammunition is slightly more complicated. With bullets below 243 will still be allowed to be sold, used and fired in lead as long as the quarry that you're shooting will not be put into the food chain. This allows for the smaller calibers to still be used for vermin and pest control in England, Wales and Scotland. Those people who are using smaller calibers such as 220 and above for the small species of deer will still have to use non-lead ammunition to shoot those species. In the government statement, they are confident that suitable alternatives will be in place by the time the 3-year transition period finishes, meaning there will be a suitable and adequate supply of shotgun and rifle ammunition so it doesn't disrupt shooting activities in the United Kingdom at all. The NGO has concerns about this statement. As far as we're aware, the government haven't consulted any of the manufacturers of these compounds or ammunition, but non-lead ammunition has come on such a long way in a short period of time. British manufacturing and engineering should be able to catch up. It may be a tight time frame and we would much have rather the 5-year period that the Health and Safety Executive recommended in their report. We're yet to see any of the legislation, so none of this is confirmed until the white paper is put before Parliament. What this potentially means for members is there will be a change of ammunition for shotgun cartridges and rifle that you can hold, use and fire. What we suggest you do is you start to look at the alternatives in good time and use them. Start seeing which ones work best in your guns for the type of shooting you do. There is almost certainly a product available today on the market that will be suitable for the type of shooting you do, be that high bird shooting, walked up shooting, rough shooting, pest and predator control. The quantities available at the minute are limited, but the NGO are fairly confident that working together, these products will become available. What the NGO will be asking for government is clearer timelines on when this legislation will be passed, and we will also be asking them to work more closely with manufacturers of ammunition who are based in the United Kingdom, so those manufacturers can retool and resupply chain to make sure there is no disruption to shooting as we know it today. The NGO always lobbied for a voluntary transition away from lead ammunition to more ecologically sound alternatives. Unfortunately, the government's ignored this. The timeframes are not suitable and the government haven't followed the HSE's recommendations. So we do still wait to see what's going to happen in the white paper and the legislation that will be put before Parliament. National Gamekeepers organisation are here to fight for game management, gamekeeping and game shooting across England and Wales, encompassing deer management and fisheries. We're here to support you and we'd love your support as well.